Oh, I don't know. I've tried to start this video 3 times and I don't know why it's so difficult when I say the same thing all the time. But anyway, hello there. My name is Linda and this is my channel, Linda T70. It's really good to have your company today. Thank you so much for all your comments and your views and you just for watching me and subscribing if you have done so. It's all very much appreciated. Shank you. I've been fiddling around with trying to get my camera level as well. I mean, honest to God, I don't know why this is all so shoddy, but still. Anywho, to thank you very much, by the way, for the comments on the previous video, the husband haul. I feel like I am more intimately familiar with a lot of you out there than perhaps I was the week before, knowing about your husband's smalls. It's interesting, isn't it, really, that some of us say, I suppose it's like anything, there's 2 sides to it, aren't there? And my current husband, it's not really, I don't think that he's too lazy to go out and do stuff. He just doesn't have a lot of time. And of course, I do have more time, so that's why I go out. But yes, I think if it was left to him, he probably wouldn't be replacing his T-shirts and his underwear and whatever. I mean, quite honestly, sometimes I look at his socks and he's got holes in them and I say, it looks like nobody loves you. So, but what he does is he takes them off and he puts them back in the wash and I forget. So he puts holey socks on. And it's not good enough really, is it? I should up my game. I should be ripping them off his feet and throwing them straight in the bin. Anyway, enough of my husband's underwear. So there we are. Today's video is a little bit dog based. I'm not going on and on about dogs exactly, but we're taking them away. As if you're a regular viewer, you'll know that we're going on holiday in a couple of days to one of these holiday parks, and we're taking our dogs with us, and we're going on a holiday like that because they're getting a bit old and they don't really like to go to other people to look after them while we go away and have fun. Selfish or what, but so anyway, I'm trying to make sure that everything is in place and comfortable, and of course, given that it's been very hot lately, especially if you're a dog and you're wearing a permanent fur coat, I've been trying to think of everything to kind of keep them as comfortable as possible, really. It's a bit like taking your old nan away, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, with children, taking them away, or grandchildren, you've got to think of 1,000 things to keep them amused. But with dogs, it's just like taking Hinge and Bracket away, my 2 girls, honestly. So we've had, and I'm not moaning about this, we've had a few hot days here in England. And over the weekend, one of my dogs got very, her breathing was very, she was panting. But I was a little bit worried. She was kind of making a bit of a noise, and she'd been for a walk at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the evening, so it was still hot though. And when she settled into her little corner on the sofa, she was doing this sort of raggedy breathing thing, and I got a bit panicked about it because obviously they can't tell you, and you know, it's a bit like children, isn't it, in that respect. So I did take her out into the garden, which was probably a degree or 2 cooler, and sat with her out there, and she did calm down. So I thought, if we're going to be in I keep calling it a caravan, it's a lodge. If we're going to be in a lodge with, there's the 2 of us, the 2 dogs, and 4 or 6 others, not sure yet. It's probably going to be quite warm in there. So this is a long way round of telling you, but I'm trying to think of ways to keep them cool. So now I've already bought those. They've had them for ages, but they don't really like them. You know those little bandana things that you soak in water and put, this is a mine for soaking in water. They tolerate those, but they're not very keen on them. So I thought, see what else I can find anyway. So the first thing I'll mention to you though is, I have mentioned, and I did ask you, and thank you so much for all your tips and opinions on the salmon oil that I was giving them, because they were so stinky. They still are a bit, and I haven't given them any for about 5 or 6 days. They're actually at the groomers at the moment So they're going to come back nice and tidy and sweet smelling for a few days anyway. So I've stopped giving them that. But I took them both to the vet yesterday just to have them checked, and they're fine. But I asked about a substitute. Now, this is in no way, shape or form an advert for this, because I've only started trying it today, and your vet might not agree with mine, but the vet did give me this. I've taken the label off the front because it's got all my details on, and I thought you probably don't really need to know all that, do you? So it's this stuff called Vet Pro, and it's in capsule form. And what my vet has suggested, it's like this. She's suggested for 6 weeks they each have a capsule a day, but she said you just open it and sprinkle it on their food. Thereafter, I think they share a capsule, so they just have half after 6 weeks. So if this helps their joints, because one's already got arthritis and the other one I'm not sure. I think she might possibly be going down that route. It's a bit hard to tell until they can't get up the stairs or whatever. But anyway, so I'm going to give these a try, and you know, I'll let you know how they go. Somebody in the comments did mention about glucosamine, is it? Glucosamine hydrochloride, and the nurse, the veterinary nurse, she said anything that you give them should have a good amount of fat and of, what's this called? Chondroitin sulfate. I don't know, I'm probably saying it wrong, but she said you can buy other products with those 2 ingredients in, but as long as they're of a certain amount, you know, a reasonable amount within the tablets, they should be helpful. So as I say, I'm not telling you to go and buy this, but please ask if you're having a similar problem. Please ask your vets and see what they think, because it's like doctors, everybody thinks something different. So I'm going to give that a try, and I've chucked I've poured the salmon stuff away because that cost about £7 or £8, I think. So it was a bit of a waste, and I think it did help. I was quite impressed with it, but I just couldn't stand the smell. It's like we leave them here and then we'll move house. It was terrible. Right, so enough of that, but thank you for your advice on that. And if it doesn't work, there's various other things that you've suggested, so I will give those a try. Right, now, so travelling in the car with pets, I don't have to tell any of you, I'm sure, that take your dogs away what to buy, but I'll just show you what I bought for them yesterday. They usually have a harness and a seat belt and sit on the back seat of our car. I usually put their dog bed thing so they're nice and comfy, and just keep an eye on them. We don't put them in a crate. They've never been, well, apart from when they were pups, tiny puppies, they were in crates then, but they've never been now, and I think that would stress them out. Although having said that, I think my dog walker puts them in a crate, but I don't know, I bet they don't really like it, but you know, it's the right thing for her to do. So anyway, so the first thing I bought was this. The brand is Pet Face, and it's one of these seat hammock things. So I'm again with this light, I'm so sorry, but I can't, there's nowhere else I can sit so I can show you stuff really. So you get the idea. It hooks onto the rear headrest and the driver's and the passenger's headrest. So they've got a little area. I mean, look at that dog, he's cute, isn't he? They've got an area to sit, and there's pockets there to put bits and pieces in. So I got this. I've just put it in my car just to check it looks all right, and it does, and it fits okay. I don't have a particularly big car. And when I collect them from the groomers, they'll go in the car and they can give it a little test and see if they like it. So I thought that might be quite a nice idea for them, because they just don't like being in the car. They don't like anything hinge and bracket, they really don't. Then I thought the other thing was, if we're in quite a small room in our lodge, they always sleep in the same room as us. I know. You know, it's just one of those things. People either do or they loathe that sort of thing. So I started off with the best intentions. They weren't going upstairs. They definitely weren't going on the furniture. Well, all that went down the toilet within the first few minutes really of owning them, because they're just so adorable. They just make you want to let them everywhere, don't they? So I thought, what can I buy? I've seen lots of cool mats. What can I buy to try and make them a bit more comfortable if we do get that heat again? And I've looked on the weather forecast for the New Forest area we're going to, and it's looking quite good for next week. Not everyday wall-to-wall sunshine, but better than I was hoping for, so I'm hoping that doesn't change. So basically what I bought was, I had a look through, I actually got all these from Argos. Oh, I expect you want to know how much this was, do you? I have to look on my phone. I needed to, the good thing with Argos, I think for me, is we live very near to Sainsbury's. I mean, I would say we're a mile away from Sainsbury's and Asda. You know, there's a whole bunch of shops down there, and of course every Sainsbury's has got an Argos in it now, and so, you know, it's easy just to pile everything you need in your basket and scoot off down there and get it, rather than wandering around the shops. Let's see what we got. Sorry, there we go. So the, oh, I know, every time I do this, don't I bet you think, why don't you just write it all down first? And of course there were 2 orders, so it won't be on the first one, will it? Of course it won't. There we go. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look and I'll switch the camera back on. Okay, the Pet Face Car pet seat cover, large, was £23, so I didn't think that was too bad. The next thing I bought, she says these were, for 2 of them, they were £32. So that's 50, is that 15, 16.50? 15. Anyway, oh my goodness, they're quite heavy. So these are crate, pet cooling crate medium mat. So they look like this, so it's like a sea, a watery pattern on it. They're nice and soft, and the thing is, they're quite squidgy, and oh, it's a bit difficult to show you. But when you put, I suppose a lot of you have got these. You know, I'm probably telling you stuff you already know. But if you put your hand on it, it actually gets cool. So it's the connection of the dog against the mattress that cools it down. And we did get Bo to sit on it for a bit last night, and then she got off. So I bought 2 of these because they're schnauzers. If you don't know, they're schnauzers, so they're only small dogs. And I thought, well, it's worth a try, isn't it? Because I was so worried about Tilly last week when she was panting in the corner. When she got overheated. So I think that's probably a good thing to try, and it's not, it looks quite comfy to me. If I was a dog, I wouldn't mind lying on it. So 2 of those came to £32. That's the thing with 2 dogs, you've got to buy 2 of everything. It's far more expensive, isn't it? Then I thought, if this isn't particularly dog related, this is human related. We stayed in a hotel room at the weekend, and it was very hot, and hotel room windows don't open very much, and they supplied a fan, which was good. So I thought, I think perhaps what I need to do is think about that and get myself a fan for the taking away. Yes, so I thought I'd get a fan. The thing about being in the hotel room, I'll tell you about that after I finish doing this. So anyway, the one they had in the particular hotel we were in was just one of these types of things. Now it was a little bit noisy until we realised that you could actually turn the speed down, because it was on full blast when I plugged it in. But I thought we have a fan here. We've got a floor standing fan, which at the end of the summer we put in the loft. So, you know, it's being bothered to go and get it out of the loft. Or we've got one that we keep in the bedroom. We don't keep it in there all year, but it's in the bedroom at the moment, and it's on a stand. And I thought, oh, I don't really want to take that, it's a bit too big. So I thought this one, and of course when we get back this can easily sit in one of the other rooms rather than lugging the other ones around. So yeah, just one of these, and it is called a Challenge 9-inch chrome desk fan. It's got 3 speed settings, an adjustable tilt and freestanding. Go, just one of these things. Again from Argos, and of course I'm gonna have to tell you how much that is, unless I already did I? I just switched my camera off to recap what I'd already told you, because sometimes I rattle on and I think something comes into my brain, I think I've already told them that. Anyway, so that was £20, so I didn't think that was too bad. The comments, the reviews on Argos's website said it was a bit noisy, but as I say, we used one at the weekend, exactly the same thing, so it is, but it didn't bother us. And the level we had it on, I think, was the medium level, and it's just a constant sound, so it didn't keep us awake. So that was £20. What else did I buy? I did buy, so that was the fan, the pet face dog thing, the hammocky thing, and the 2 mats. Other than that, I had to buy while we're away, it's my granddaughter's birthday, one of my granddaughter's birthday, and I've ordered her something. Her mum got back to me quite late letting me know what to buy her, so I've ordered that. It's some sort of, I don't even know what it was I was ordering, to be quite honest. Something to do with, it's not books, but anyway, something to do with stories and a little machine she's got in her room. So I ordered that, and I thought, oh, what if it doesn't turn up, because when I ordered it, we only had about 4 full days, and it assured me it's been dispatched, and it's probably, I don't know whether it's actually going to be delivered today or not, but anyway, I thought what I better do is buy her an emergency birthday present. So she doesn't really watch my videos, my granddaughter, and I don't think her mum does. It's basically, I might as well show you what I got, but as I say, they were things on her list, but I just bought, I ordered the thing her mum told me, so this was additional stuff. And if the other thing arrives and I can wrap it and take it with me to give her while we're on holiday, I'll leave these till we come back. So basically a nano crafts thing, I don't really understand what that is, and what's this called? Oh, a Squishmallows, sort of a craft set. She does like doing crafts and things, so I'll just that was the other things I bought. The other thing I just wanted to tell you about, which is, so dogs are off the agenda now, so you can think, thank goodness for that. I did take some video at the weekend. I know I told you that we were going away, current husband and myself were going away, and we were going to meet up with my old school friend. Well, I say old, I don't mean she's old, although we are old. Anyway, my school friend and her husband. And so this is somebody that I went to, I didn't go to junior school with her, I went to senior school with her, and we weren't massively friendly at school. We were sort of, as in, we weren't best friends, but we were friendly at school. We didn't hang out with the same girls or anything. And I met up with her at somebody's wedding reception after we'd left school. So she was just about to get married and I was engaged to my previous husband. So anyway, we spent the night chatting, and you know, it was lovely. It was really nice. And that was probably in 1973, something like that. And we'd left school in 1969. And yes, and we've kept in touch ever since. So it's lovely. We're very different people. As I say, we've got a core of things in common, but we didn't sort of hang around with each other at school. But we've got a nice group of friends. There's about 5 or 6 of us. I know I told you all this if you've watched my previous video, and it's really lovely to have friends, especially when you get older and you start losing people around you. So, like, for example, my current husband doesn't know my parents, never met my parents or my sister, but other people in my life have, and it's nice that they actually know who I'm talking about when I talk about them. So because I didn't meet current husband till, I don't know, 20 years ago, I think. Anyway, so what we do is I see her on and off during the year, and we do Zoom phone calls or WhatsApp video calls, and so we do sort of see each other, but we don't actually get together very often. And one thing we've started to do over the last few years is we meet up somewhere near where she lives, and it's a hotel, pub and hotel, and we stayed there a few times, and they do really nice food. I'm looking on my phone because I can never remember how to pronounce the name of the village. She lives in the Milton Keynes area, so she's about 40 minutes away from me, and this village is, I think it's about 15 minutes drive from where she lives, and about 40 minutes from where, 45 minutes or whatever, up the N1 from where we live. So I did take a little video of the room we had and the grounds. It's quite unusual because you don't stay in the hotel. The accommodation is like little sort of, looks like sort of a series of chalets really, I suppose, although they are nice inside. They're very comfortable. And as I say, they're in a little village. I don't even know if there's a shop there. There's a church, and church and a pub is about the only things. But I think it's quite a popular place. So I did take some video. I didn't get them in it. Poor old current husband got caught on camera, so what can you do? So I will add that into this video, and you can, if you're interested, you can see. I think the village was called Mulzo. I'm just going to look that up for you because I don't expect you're all going to rush and go there, but sometimes, you know, it's interesting to know where people have gone. Let me just look for it. Yeah, it's Mulzo. It's Moulsoe. And as I say, it's a really pretty little English village, and it says here that it's in the city of Milton Keynes, just east of the M1, about 2.5 miles from Newport Pagnell. So there you go, all the information you could possibly need. I did notice on their website they're closing for a few weeks in September, I think it said, well, for I think refurbishment and stuff, but it's a nice place. It's really nice food. It's nice and oldie worldy. Nice grounds, but I'll show you at the end. As I say, you know, it's not riveting filming. I'm not very comfortable when walking around outside of my own home with a camera, and so I kind of try and make sure there's no one around, but I expect I'll get used to it. I should really do that a bit more often, but yeah, so we had a really nice time. I think that's everything for today. Sorry if it's been a bit boring. I always say that, don't I? Mind you, everybody does boring videos sometimes, don't they? So I just do them all the time. I do appreciate all your feedback, and if you've got any ideas of something else you'd like me to do. Somebody suggested about cooking a cooking video with me doing my speciality, not your special, what is it, your signature dish, and I thought, I don't know. I can't really, I don't know if I feel right doing that, because my signature dish is probably something so boring, no one wants to watch me make that. But you know, it's, if you've got any ideas of something that you'd like me, or someone you'd like me to you know, shop and have a look for you, do let me know, because I don't want to, the idea is that I give you what you would like to watch, so, and that I am interested in doing. It's a bit of a two-way thing here, isn't it? So this video will probably go up on, you had one Tuesday, and it'll probably go up on Friday. The following week I'll be away, so I think I'm going to try and do some filming while I'm away, but that might be a bit difficult with children and stuff, because I know not everybody, as I've explained before, not everyone that's going away will want me to film their children, and of course, you know, other people as well around. But I will try, because sometimes it's nice to watch. It's it's interesting to see where people go, isn't it? If I can do one while I'm away, if I can get something done before Friday and get something else for next week, I will, but I'm not promising it because I'm just sort of all over everything at the moment. So I'll let you know. I'll put something on the community post if I'm not going to put something up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've sat through this video, thank you very much. I know some of you will, but you know, great stuff if you have. And I will think of something for when I come back from holiday, and I will see you very soon. So if you'd like to subscribe, please do so. It would be very nice, and it does honestly help. It helps. I mean, I've started, when I just used to watch YouTube and didn't really, before I had my channel, I didn't really understand how things worked. And if you subscribe and get the numbers up, our videos get pushed out so we can bring more joy to more people. So if you would like to do that, that would be great. And yeah, so enough of that. See you very soon. Have a good few days. Take care, and bye for now. Right, this is our room at the Carrington Arms in Mouslow, I think. So you come in, you've got a little area where you've got an ironing board and some hanging space. Some quite decent hangers. A fan, a kettle. Fairly basic room, but comfortable. We've stayed here several times before, as I probably said. So a couple of lamps, a bit of a wonky picture. I think I'll have to do that in a moment. Nice comfy bed. Little table and TV and a sort of a coffee station thing. I remember last time we stayed here, it took us ages to work out how to use that thing, because we don't have anything posh like that at home. We just don't really drink coffee. And a radiator, and we've got a nice view of the car park. The other rooms we've had before, some of them look out over a field, which is really nice, but it's all overgrown at the moment anyway. And I'll just show you the bathroom. Current husband's just getting the stuff out of the car. So there we go. Decent bath, nice, all nice condition. Nice comfy sort of plush towels, sink and loo, and I'll show you outside when we've sorted our stuff out. So yeah, this is our room. This is the room, the view from our door of our room. So you can see the pub's got a nice little sort of garden restaurant and the garden area. I'm not sure that I'll be filming inside the actual pub itself later, because obviously people will be eating their dinners and we've got friends with us, so I don't suppose they want us filming or me filming. But it's really nice. The food's really good here. Yeah. We stayed in the rooms along here last year, and but this field, it was April, and this field was quite visible with lots of little creatures running around. This community hall is next door with a little playground, so Suppose I have wedding receptions and things here, and the guests can stay where we are. The front of the building. It's a bit windy, so I hope you can hear me. And there's a bit of scaffolding up. So I think they must be doing some refurb. Obviously, wouldn't have scaffolding up otherwise, would you?